Okay, so we're starting this trek into DIY tech with Raquel. Raquel's going to show us. What are you going to show us today?
I am going to show you how to replace the screen on our controller here. Well, we're going to replace the screen on this Radiomaster controller. We've got our new screen here, and I'm going to try to do the work, but we'll see what happens.
All right, so what you're going to show us is, what are you going to show us? What exactly broke on there? Show us the damage so we can see why we're replacing it.
When we bought this thing, pulled it out of the box and noticed almost immediately.
Welcome to OpenTX.
Almost immediately, the crack down the center of the screen.
All right, so it's going to be hard to see on camera, but let me see if I can get an angle. So, oh yeah, there's a crack down the screen. So normally, right? So normally this would be you just send this thing back, right?
Right.
So we got this one at Grayson Hobby. These guys are awesome. So, and they're veteran owned. So if you get a chance to support your veterans, you know, hey, anytime you can do that, that would be good. If we went back over there, they'd replace it in a heartbeat, but because it was a shipping thing. But guess what? When you get lemons, sometimes you know what you do.
Make lemonade.
So what we're going to do today is we're going to use this as an opportunity to show you guys, if you have something like this, because it's going to happen eventually. You're going to drop your radio, or you're going to put something on top of it, and you're going to hear that little thing, and you're going to be like, oh man. But don't worry, you know, if you're out of warranty, these things are fairly new, but eventually they're going to be out of warranty, and it's a good radio, so you're going to be using it for a while. So what we're going to show you today is we're going to show you, or Raquel's going to show you, how to replace this little screen, because it's a cool little screen. It's color. A lot of radios don't have a color screen. This one does, and so she's going to go through the process of replacing that and showing you how to do it.
Okay, so we're going to start taking this thing apart. The first thing to do is remove the battery. And also remember, when turning this thing over, placing it on top of your whatever surface you have, just be careful not to press too hard, because your controllers are here and they will move, and you could jam or damage something if you press too hard on it. So we're going to remove the battery out of its placement here. And it's a little difficult, but I'm going to give it a yank. And there we go. There's our battery. Now we're going to flip it back around. And the next part is to remove the sides from this this controller. And this is a little challenging. Well, not really. It can be when you have short nails to get a grip. So this is out. Okay, so the next step is to remove the screws. There are two different types of screws on this thing. They're two different sizes. The largest ones are right here on the top, and then there are 4 smaller ones. Right here, right there, and then 2 in the back. We're going to start with the 2 larger ones here. And I have my Allen wrench for, these are Allen keys, for the 2 larger ones. Start with this one. Okay, next we're going to move. Next we're going to move to the back and remove the 4 smaller ones. Switch. Trying to steady this. Take it slowly. And we'll pop these 2 out carefully. There we go. Okay, now all the screws are out. And next we're going to work on popping the back of this case off. There we go. Comes off nice and easy. And now you can see the inside of this thing. The next step is to remove this board that's covering our screen. So I'm going to first remove this connector. Set it aside. Now I'm not going to remove these connectors up top. We're going to see if we can do this without removing them because we don't want, to make this too complicated. So what I'll do next is remove the 4 screws that you see there. Second one. That one does not want to give. Let's try it again. It's not turning. I wasn't pressing down hard enough. One more time. There we go. Blow my nose. That's right. was a little easier than this last one here. Let's hope it's as easy as the third one was. There we go. I think it's loosening. There we go. Now, we're going to loosen the 2 screws on this side. Alrighty. These are large ones, long ones. Almost there. And there we go, voila. Move that baby out of there. I'm going to set this back. Lay this back. Oops. Wasn't meant to happen. And now we're going to try to pull this this board out so that we can see the Okay, so the reason I was having a hard time pulling this up is because I made a mistake moving too fast. I forgot to remove one of the 4 screws on this panel that is on top of the screen. What I did was I removed the 3rd screw from this guy here. So just be very careful. You notice that. So I'm going to take this 3rd screw and move it over with its family there. And now we're going to remove this 3rd screw, the actual 3rd screw, from the this panel. So just be very careful there. Yeah, a few more twists before he's ready to come out. There we go. See him loosening. One more. All right. There we go. Screw's still in there, but it was loose, so I'm just going to lift it and try to pull it out. Okay, so now we have it out, and the screw fell in there somewhere. Okay, so now we have all the screws out, and I was able to find that one that got away from me. It just fell inside one of the little spots there. Next, what we're going to do is remove this final panel. This is the last thing holding, stopping us from removing the old screen. So as you can see, there are only three screws here. 1, 2, and 3. So we'll start with this one here actually. One, 2. And this job is difficult if you have clumsy fat fingers like I do. Okay, last one. Hopefully this one won't drop down. I won't lose this one like I did the last one. Look at that, the third one. Okay, now, time to take this screen out, or to reveal the screen. There we go, there's our screen. All right, next what we're gonna do is remove our screen now that we have it open. And as you can see here, there's this black case. There are two parts to it. So we're just gonna pop this off, set it down, and next turn the screen over and you'll see there's this, like it's almost brown or gray in color, clip that is holding this, this piece down. So I'm going to pop that up very carefully with my non-existent nails. Done. And now, there's our old screen, as you can see. And here's our new screen, and safely ensconced inside of this electrostatic discharge bag, ESD bag, to keep it safe until we're ready to put it in, install it. And as you can see, we want that green tab there, the green tab right there, to be placed in the same direction, directionally as the one that we just removed. So let's do it. Okay, we've got the piece in. Now we're going to snap this back down. It's a little tough. There, down. And there we are. And you'll notice on the screen there's a protective covering on here to keep it safe when we lay it down on its face. So so long as that's on there, there's nothing to worry about. Okay, so our next and almost final step is to put this thing back together. So let's pop this back onto the screen where it was, where we began. And so we're not going to bore you with reassembling this thing. What you can do is just go back through the video and follow those steps in reverse to reassemble our controller here. And other than that, just one reminder, when you're putting this together, because this wouldn't be in the reverse of this video, when you're putting this together, remember to fold the green tab back as you lay it down back into its place, so that you can easily pull pull that protective screen off once you're done putting this thing back together. Other than that, all the best. Good luck with your drone repair. And there you go. Let's turn this thing on. See if our efforts paid off.
Welcome to OpenTX. Throttle warning.
There you go. It's working. As expected. A clear screen.
Wow, another trek into DIY tech. That was pretty cool. So there it is, a new screen and a pretty cool transmitter. So we'll take a look at it real quick. We'll turn it back around so you can get a real close up on the screen. Wow, there it is. Pretty awesome. Where the crack was before, there's no crack. Wow, good job.
Thank you.